Hello children, today we are going to talk more on Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, on board here I have two triangles. Okay, this one here and this one here. Okay, now we talk about these triangles one by one. Okay, now the first one, we look at this here, this side here. Take this one out. Okay, we have the top side here, okay, is 8 centimeters, okay, and then this longer side here is 10 centimeters. Now we are going to find this vertical side here, okay, which is x. We put it x. So this x, we will find it out. Now we look at the given sides here, 8 and 10. We write here 8. From the given ratio of the sides here, we know that this triangle, okay, is a 3, 4, 5 triangle, okay? 3, 4, 5 triangle, okay? From the ratio. So we look at the ratio, okay? Ratio of the given sides here, okay? 8 to 10 is 4 to 5. I repeat one more time, children. We take the ratio of the given sides here, 8 to 10 is 4 to 5. And children, you might ask, oh, where did you get this 4 and 5 from? Okay, we take 2, we pick up a number, which is 2, we divide 8 with, we get 4, okay? We divide 10 with 2, we get 5, okay? Now, we use this technique, okay? We use this method to find out this x side here, this vertical side here. We are going to find the value of this x side, okay? Now, since this triangle is, you look at it, you know that it is 3, 4, 5 triangle, okay? And look at the given ratio of the other sides, you know that it is 3, 4, 5 triangle, okay? Now, since this is 3, 4, 5 triangles, now we can easily find this x, okay? So, x equals, we take this 3, we multiply with 2, and you might ask, where does this 2 come from? Okay, this is the 2 that you divide 8 with, you get 4, and you divide 10 with, you get 5, okay? Now, so 3 times 2 equals 6, okay? This 3, we multiply with 2, okay? You divide 8 with, you divide 10 with, you get 6, all right? So 6 is x, okay? For the x1, okay? So here, for x here, you can put 6 centimeter, okay? 6 centimeter. So we have here, we put 6 here. All right? So 6 to 8 to 10 equals 3 to 4 to 5. Now, so we have here 10 centimeters, we have 8 centimeters, we have 6 centimeters here. So 6, 8, and 10, that's the ratio of the given sides here. You have it incomplete, okay? We divide with 2, we have 3, 4, 5. So this method fits this 3, 4, 5 triangle, okay? This is the way how you work out a known side of this kind of triangle, okay? It's done. So your x equals 6, and 6 comes from 3, you multiply with 2, you get 6. It's here, you put here, okay? To the ratio. It's done. Now we look at the second triangle, so number 2 here. As I told you before, children, it's easy for us to give name of each side. We have this angle here, and we have here A here, we have B here, we have C here. Okay, we have A, B, C. So we name this side here hypotenuse side, or this longer side here, after this C here. Okay, this angle here. So we give it C. Okay, and this B here, because it's opposite. Okay, opposite of this side. C is opposite of this hypotenuse side. Okay, this longer side. So we give it C. And we look at A. A is opposite of this base side here, BC. So we name it A. Okay, so A is 8 centimeters. And this vertical side here, AC, we name it after B here, this angle here. So it's B. Okay, it's 6 centimeters. So we put the formula of Pythagoras. Okay, the words of the formula is like this: square of hypotenuse, okay, square of hypotenuse equals the sum of the other two sides. I repeat one more time. Square of hypotenuse, which is AB, equals to the sum of the square of the other two sides. Okay, so we put in the formula. So A square plus B square equals C square. Alright, A square, which is this one here, the base side here, plus this one, the vertical one, is for the hypotenuse. So A square plus B square equals C square. Another way to write is C square equals A square plus B square. It's exactly the same. It's only we swap the position, okay? We swap the position, but it's exactly the same, okay? So A square plus B square equals C square. C square equals A square plus B square. Okay, now we want to find out the value of this C. So we take this here. A square is 8. Okay, 8 square plus B here, 6 square equals C square. All right. Now, if we use this position of the formula, C square equals 8 square is 64. 8 times 8 is 64. And 6 square is 36. 6 times 6 is 36. Alright? Now, we take this out. We put this under square root. 64 plus 36 is 100. Okay? Now, we know that square root 100 is perfect square. Okay? So it is 10. So C equals 10. Okay? C equals 10. Now, we can put here 10 centimeter. So AB is 10 centimeters. AC is 6 centimeters. And BC is 8 centimeters. So it's done. C, this one here, the hypotenuse, is 10 centimeters. Okay? We put there. Now, how, if we convert this formula, okay, we use the same question, okay? We are not going to change anything. But we only take this out. We pretend that A is unknown. The value of A is unknown. We know C is 10 centimeters and B is 6 centimeters. Then we need to convert the formula. Okay? So we are going to go through this and you see how we convert the formula. So take this out. You also take this out. Now, we want to find out this A, okay? B is 6 centimeters, CX is 10 centimeters. We want to find this BC, which is A, okay? Now, so we have A square plus, we do not know it, so we just put there. B is 6. 6 square equals this C is 10, okay? This C here, 10. 10 square, okay? 10 square. Now, we want to make this A as subject. This one is the original formula, C is the subject. So, the other sides, okay, sum of the squares of the other sides put together, okay? We put them together. So, A square plus B square equals C square, or C square equals A square plus B square, okay? C is the subject. Now we want to make A is the subject. So we take A here. A square equals, okay? A square equals, now this 6 square goes to the other side, okay? This is 6. Goes to the other side. So 10 square minus 6 square, okay? 10 square minus 6 square. Now, if we bring this, we convert it, A equals, okay, or A square equals C square minus B square, okay? C square minus B square. Now, we can work this out now. So, A square equals this 100, okay? 10 square is 100 minus 6 square is 36. It's A square, okay? Now, A equals, we put this under square root, okay? Under square root. So 100 minus 36 is 64. 64, okay? 100 minus 36 is 64. Now, A equals 164, okay? We dismiss this square here, so we put this under square, okay? Now, we know that square root 64 is a perfect square. Square root 64 is 8. It comes from 8 square. Means 8 times 8 is 64. So, square root 64 is 8. Alright? So, A equals 8. Now, we put here 8 centimeter. Okay? That's the way how you convert the formula, children. Okay? That's the way. Okay? Alright. Let's go through this one more time. Now, we look at this formula. If you look at the size of this, triangle, okay, and the given ratio of this here, before we did not know this side, the vertical side. We knew only 8 and 10, okay? So, if you look at the size of this triangle and the given ratio of the other sides, this side here and this side here, which is 8 to 10, you can think that this triangle is 3, 4, 5 triangle, okay? 3, 4, 5 triangle. Since this triangle is 3, 4, 5 triangle, you can easily work out to find this x centimeter, this x here, unknown angle here, okay? So we take this 3, we multiply with 2, okay? 2 is the number that we picked up. We divide 8 with, we divide 10 with, okay? So 8 divided by 2 is 4, 10 divided by 2 is 5, okay? That's the ratio, the given ratio. Now, so we multiply this 3 with 2, we got 6. Okay, we get 6. Now 6 we put up here. Okay, so the ratio, the new ratio is 6 to 8 to 10 is 3 to 4 to 5. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. It's here. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, so this is new ratio. 6 to 8 to 10 equals 3 to 4 to 5. So this fits this 3, 4, 5 triangle. All right. Okay. Thank you, children. That's I hope you understand that one. Thanks for your attention. Now we look at the second one. The second one, we apply the formula of Pythagoras. Okay, of Pythagoras. So a square equals b square. A square plus b square equals c square. Okay, we can put it in another way. C square equals a square plus b square. It's exactly the same. Okay, it's only the position you change. Okay, here we see that c is the subject. Okay, c is the subject because we want to find c here. Before we did not know c was 10 centimeters. We have to find it out. So we have 8 centimeters here. Okay, we have 6 centimeters here. So we put these numbers into the formula. Okay, so we have a square here, 8 square, plus this 6 square. We got 100. Okay, we got 100, and square root of 100 is 10. Okay, that is for c here. Okay, so this plus this equals this. Okay, 64 plus 36 is 100. Okay, because this is square, we put that under square root to dismiss this square. So square root 100 is 10. So 10 centimeters is for c. Now, if the base side here is the unknown side, or a is unknown, then we need to convert the full formula. Okay, from the original one to this one here. We have it here. So a square equals c square minus b square. Okay, a square, a is the subject, a square, which is this one here, a square equals c square minus b square. So we bring it here. A square equals 10 square, which is this one here, 10 square minus 6 square, this one here. So 10 square is 100. So we have here, and 6 square is 36. Okay, so 100 minus 36 is 64. Now we want to dismiss this square here. So we put this under, we put the number under square root. So a equals square root 64. Now we know that square root 64 is a perfect square. It comes from 8 square. Okay, 8 square is 64. Square root 64 is 8. So a equals 8 centimeters. Okay, children, that's the way how you convert formula. Okay, to find an unknown angle. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you understand this simple explanation. And if you have questions, you can ask. Okay, children, thank you. And for those who have not subscribed for me, please do. And don't forget to press the like button because it encourages me so much. It motivates me so much to produce more videos for you. Thank you.